Welcome back to the Fat Elvis podcast.
Will's still gone, so
yeah, we haven't seen Will in a while.
He's
Shit.
he's arrived.
Where the fuck did you come from?
Where the hell am I?
Were you just sleeping there?
Get that.
I don't know. I was here for the past weekend. You didn't even notice.
So you were just in my house?
Pretty much, yeah.
Were you like watching me? I don't like that.
What's wrong with that?
He's just filming.
Yeah.
Just you recording me and when I don't even know you're there?
Yep. Pretty much.
Well, where you been, man?
Well, I was doing some personal time alone, really.
Trying to find yourself?
Pretty much, yeah.
Poetry.
Yeah, I've been trying to do poetry.
Playing the banjo.
Yeah.
Will's a bit of a poet these days. Excuse me while I adjust my microphone.
But yeah,
That's
yeah,
oh,
planning
now I'm
on
over here.
doing poetry. Yeah.
You're just planning on it?
Well,
This
soon
isn't
I will,
cooperating.
of course.
Just hold it.
It's fine.
Make something original, hopefully.
Well,
I doubt it, but
hey, man.
World's next Edgar Allan Poe. He's gonna wake up in a ditch dead.
More power to you. Maybe you'll bring back the love for the written word.
Yeah.
what is the written word?
Poems.
Poems.
What do you think I mean?
There you go.
There you go. That's the written word. You're welcome. I brought it back.
So today I wanted to talk about a story. I don't remember. Was this freshman, sophomore year? Maybe it was in middle school.
Sophomore, I believe.
Okay, so we were in high school, and we played games together with our friends and stuff. And one day I was playing Minecraft with Drew, and Will wanted to join, but he didn't even have a computer to play with us. And Drew told him we were playing a game called Block Wars 64, and that Will should get it. And for the next probably 3 to 4 hours, Will was online searching for a game called Block Wars 64, and this game didn't exist. And me and Drew, we kept yelling things like, "Oh, there's a guy behind you! Look out! Oh man!" And we were saying all these crazy things that the game had in it. Like, we told him there were hookers that were giving us blowjobs, and he got all excited. He got so mad that he couldn't find a game called Block Wars 64 on Steam or anything. What?
I think that's false, man.
I think I got the false. I mean, it was a long time ago. Do you remember it differently?
Well, I think you told Drew about it. It's like, dude, check out this cool game called Block Wars 64. And he was the one who was trying to find that in the internet.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. I wasn't there.
I was looking at the wall. Oh, man. I had the story completely backwards. It was Drew.
Yeah.
I was messing with him. I think I kind of assume that anything stupid somebody did in the past, it was you. Because it usually was you.
Mostly.
Yeah, it was the same story basically, but it was Drew. I forgot. I apologize. I lied to our 5 viewers.
Horrible.
But yeah, anyway, was it me and you that were pretending we were playing the game?
Yes.
Yeah. And what I don't remember what all we were telling him it was, but he was getting really mad that he couldn't find it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember anything about it?
Well, like I said, it's been like a long time ago, really.
All right, well then this story was lame.
Yeah. What a waste.
All right, well there's another story I wanted to tell. This happened 2 months ago, probably. It's also involved Drew. I was chatting with him, and he told me about this thing that his girlfriend tried out. It's like these Japanese egg things. I don't remember what they're called, but it's basically like a condom, but it's also a fleshlight, and you put it on your dick, and it feels pretty good. And I was like, hey man, I'm a lonely guy. I gotta try this out. So I hopped on Amazon and I ordered a pack of them. And
A pack of them.
yeah, they're like a one-time use thing. They're cheap. And
Wow.
How much did you get? A dozen?
I got 6. They come in like an egg carton. They're shaped like an egg. And you take it out. It's like a rubber condom. You put on. You fuck it.
I'm done.
How much they
Question.
cost?
I think like $15 maybe.
Is this sponsored?
No, I don't want it to be sponsored by them.
This is brought to you by egg condoms.
Egg condoms. No, so I got on Amazon. I ordered them, and a couple minutes later, I realized it says at the top, "Thank you for your order, Jason." That's not my name. That is my dad's name, and I ordered it on his Amazon account by accident. And my face went pale, and I almost lost my mind. So I canceled the order, but it was one of those things where it didn't cancel immediately. You had to contact the seller. So I had to email the seller with my dad's email telling him not to send me fleshlight things because I used the wrong account. So then I knew that my dad would see that, so I had to message him and be like, "Don't look at Amazon, please, for the love of God." I ordered something. My exact words were, "I ordered something kind of goofy. Just don't look. I canceled the order. It'll go away." And he's like, "Okay, I won't look," or whatever. So then later that night, I was still living with him. I go to take a shit, and I'm in the bathroom, and I can hear him reading my text to my stepmom. So while I'm taking a shit, I text and I was like, "Hey, stop telling people, man." And then they just like erupt with laughter. And that was the most embarrassing thing that had ever happened in my entire life.
I like that.
One of the most embarrassing.
Yeah, my whole life's kind of an embarrassment, really.
Well, what's the most embarrassing thing that happened to you?
I'm not going into details.
You can't think of anything embarrassing?
He's not going into details.
Why, Will? You too proud?
Yeah.
He's got a figure to he got a figure to keep.
Corgan, you got anything embarrassing that happened to you?
Nothing I can think of.
All right, well, then I am the only fool here.
I play a lot of Lego Batman.
Dude,
That's not embarrassing. I'm proud of that.
it is the shit.
Yeah, well, okay, let's talk about that. What's up with your Lego games obsession recently? You bought like all of them.
I like Legos.
When did those games came out? When I was like in
They came out.
early elementary school.
They came out in 2009.
Oh man. Yeah. So anytime I've called Corgan in the past, I don't know, 2 weeks, that's all he's been doing. He's been playing Lego Batman obsessively.
Yeah, it's kind of a lifestyle now, you know. You shouldn't have. You
It's a
shouldn't
way of
work.
life.
You guys should follow my pyramid scheme I'm going on. You know.
What's this pyramid scheme?
You buy Lego Batman games, you play them to completion, and then you buy another Lego Batman game, you play it to completion.
So at what point does this pyramid scheme produce money?
You make money to Warner Bros. Entertainment.
So you're just giving away money to Warner Brothers and
But
playing
are
their
you
games.
getting paid though? That's the question.
I'm getting paid in Batman.
This is less of a pyramid scheme.
I get studs.
This is more.
Studs.
This is more of like you're just wasting your money.
Yeah.
So it's not a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
I don't think you know what a pyramid scheme is.
I don't need you to mansplain it.
So I was talking to Corgan yesterday. We're really blowing through our topics here. I have 4 topics on our list, and we're not even 10 minutes into the podcast, and we're already on one of the last ones.
We can just ask Will. Actually, before you do that, let's take a break and ask Will some stupid questions.
Will, are you ready?
No.
This is our Asking Will Questions Corner. It's a new segment we're putting into the podcast.
What a way to piss me off.
It is.
Will really doesn't like it when we ask him stupid questions, and we find it hilarious. So I think
Who wants to go first? You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Will, let's say you were camping in the woods, and Mark Ruffalo came walking out. This is the man who plays the Incredible Hulk.
Yes, I'm aware.
In the Marvel series. He comes out of the woods and he says, "Listen, Will, you have to help me. Fortnite Big Chungus is trapped in the woods, and he needs you to rescue him, and I can't Hulk out. I need you to kick me in the nuts. But you know if you kick him in the nuts, he's going to Hulk out, and he might hurt you as well. But would you do it for the sake of Fortnite Big Chungus?"
Well, I will tell him that the other movies he was in sucks ass. But like, okay, might as well. He's probably gonna go on Loki on me.
Okay, here. That's enough of that.
Will,
Okay.
Will, you're bad at talking.
So here's this one. Okay, Will, you get sent back to the Mesozoic time, and you find yourself in a pterosaur nest. And the mama bird knows English, and she's talking to you and asking you, "Did you eat my babies?" And you realize that in that morning you had bacon and eggs, but those eggs were about the size of your head, and the bacon was bird. What would you tell the mama bird to save your ass?
That was your husband. He was a cannibal.
He had eggs?
Yeah, he ate his own children.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Will, have you now or have you ever been in relation to Barack Obama? I've noticed you have very similar features in the face region.
No.
So you are not a distant cousin to our former president. I mean, you do look a lot like him. You're very handsome.
He doesn't know what to say.
Will's
We caught him.
Will's officially grumpy.
We caught him. Okay. Will, if you were trapped in the most recent movie you've seen, except everything is like Terminator Judgment Day and it's nothing like the movie that you just seen, what would you do?
If I was in the movie?
Yeah, that you just seen, but it was nothing like the movie. It was just Terminator Judgment Day. Except played by like the main character of the movie you just seen.
Well, I seen the movie and it was terrible. So
What would you do? You were that little stupid kid that was getting hunted down.
I'll just end it.
You just kill yourself.
Actually, no. That's what they wanted me to do. Get killed. So
Well, that's what we want you to do.
you better edit this shit.
You better edit this shit.
Yeah, we're sinking rapidly.
Okay, what do you say, Justin? What do you got? Can I ask you a hypothetical?
Yeah, ask me some questions.
Actually, ask me a question.
Ask you a question.
Ask me a question. I just asked a question.
Okay. I'm caught off guard.
Oh. Just ask something that
Oh.
you'd ask to Will.
If you were in, let's say, a grocery store, and a box of Lucky Charms fell off the shelf
Naturally.
by itself,
Yes.
and it burst open with a ray of sunshine,
Uh-huh.
and God Himself was produced from this box of charms.
What does he look like?
He's African American.
What kind? Is he light skinned or is he dark skinned?
He's dark skinned.
Does
He
he
has
have-
freckles
Okay.
and gray hair, and he has a very
Sexy voice.
deep, soothing voice.
Oh,
It's Morgan Freeman.
it's Samuel Jackson. Oh.
Samuel Jackson. Wow.
It is Samuel Jackson. Actually, I changed my mind. And he bursts out of the box of Lucky Charms. And he says, "Hey, motherfucker!" And he grants you 3 wishes. But what Samuel Jackson wishes do you want?
I wish to Samuel Jackson shake his hand.
Okay.
What?
You just want to shake his hand?
Yes.
I don't think you need a
Seriously?
wish for that.
I'd fist bump him.
That's 2 wishes now.
And the third one I'd wish Will would get castrated.
In what manner?
Like his balls getting cut off. Like what other kind of castration is
Well,
there?
there's chemical castration,
Oh.
butcher knife, anything.
Like back of a crack house castration.
You could do it the old, the classic farmer way where they tie rubber bands around it
Yeah, that'd
until
feel.
they fall off.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Well, what way would you prefer? They are your balls.
None, because I'd rather keep my balls.
Lame.
Yeah,
Who wants balls?
me.
I know I don't.
Well, we need them to produce children.
What you need to produce children, man?
So, Will.
No. Let me ask you a question.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's say that you're sleeping, right?
Yeah.
Your eyes are closed, and you're laying in your bed on your side,
Okay.
and all of a sudden you feel a slight graze on your left arm. Which side do you lay on normally?
My right side.
You feel a slight graze on your left arm,
Oh, fuck.
and What would you do if you felt that? If
Like
you
if
felt
it was the
it
touch of another person.
if it was a warm touch of a strong masculine hand.
Well, I'd roll. I'd roll over as fast as possible and probably be ready to fight something.
You roll over as fast as you can, and you feel one masculine hand on your shoulder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Naturally.
Right.
You hear the second one just goes and goes like right for your jaw, and he goes, "Shh, don't move." What would you do?
I mean, there isn't really much of a hypothetical there. I'm just being grabbed by someone, and
What would you do?
I can't do anything. He's got me. I assume it's stronger than me, whatever this entity is.
And then
What do?
You see a car drive. Shut up. A car drives by, and the headlights beam in through your window.
Right.
You see the person's
Stop moving.
Will.
What is your problem?
I'm trying to tell a story.
Still
It's
sucks.
story time.
Will's over here wiggling around like a kid with ADHD.
Yeah. You see the beams of the light coming through your window, and you see the person's face.
Mm-hmm.
It's Seth Rogen. It's Seth Rogen and John Belushi's love child.
Oh shit!
What would you do then? Would you embrace them holding you, or would you still struggle?
I believe you've just described Will to me. Seth Belushi and John Belushi and Seth Rogen's love child.
Okay.
Look at him. That is him.
Yeah.
So if I'm seeing Will aggressively
Basically.
caressing me,
But it's like Will, but like not noodle armed. Like
so
he's got
strong.
some.
It's
He's got some.
muscular Will.
He's got some guns on him.
He's got like a dad bod.
Lucky.
Lucky.
Well, I guess I'd kiss him passionately.
And you see, you start to play some tonsil hockey with Mr. Belushi Rogan,
Mhm.
and you hear your closet go. You look. It's silent. The air is still. You look back over. Belushi Rogan's gone. It's Bill Clinton looking through your window, and he goes, "Hey, I'm old and I'm in your closet." What would you do?
I'd say, "Hello, Mr. President. Please do come in. Would you like some tea?"
Please leave. There you go. You don't see me.
Oh, I'd say, "Oh,
and then
okay."
he slowly closes the door back, and then you hear some ruckus. And then
Is there another visitor in my room?
you don't know.
All these people need to leave me alone. I'm trying to
You
sleep.
hear some ruckus in your room from outside. You think it is... Whose next celebrity is this? You hope that it is Lady Gaga
Yep.
in her nude.
That'd be okay.
You go out, you open the door slowly, and fog rolls in. You open it, and it's the Undertaker.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I'd ask him for an autograph.
Except he doesn't have nipples,
Oh.
and he doesn't have eyeballs.
So, have they been removed, or is
It's
it just like Ken doll?
It's just skinned.
Ugh.
Like, it's just skin over it.
So-
Like they never existed.
Well, then, okay, here's what I'd do. I'd retreat back to my bedroom. I'd open the closet. I'd pull Bill Clinton out, and I'd say, "Help, Mr. President, please."
Bill Clinton's not in there anymore.
Where
you
did he
open,
go?
He said he was never there.
What? Am I schizophrenic in this hypothetical?
No.
What's happening? What?
It all makes sense soon.
It will?
It will.
Okay.
So, you hear pounding on the door, and the voice of your dad, you hear... Gregory! Get out here!
Oh no, he used my first name. I'm in trouble.
What would you do?
I'll go out there to meet my father.
You open the door. It's your father, except you notice he has the Undertaker's eyes for eyes and Undertaker's nipples for nipples.
So they're like rolled backwards like the Undertaker does.
Yeah, I guess. But
Why isn't my dad wearing a shirt?
he is, but the nipples are over his shirt.
Okay.
I
I thought you said this would make sense soon.
It will. He
Okay.
grasps you,
Mm-hmm.
and he gives you a grand old hug.
Mm-hmm.
Pushes you back into your room, and you just like Johnny Depp into your bed. You get sucked into it. Except you're Johnny Depp, so you can't see.
I'm
all the
Johnny
blood
Depp.
No. But it's like on Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, like where he
Right,
gets sucked into
right.
the bed.
Yes.
That's what happens to you. Except no blood comes out because you can't see that because you're the one getting sucked into the.
Then what is it then?
So then he wakes up, and all of it all starts over again.
No, I'm trapped. Am I in hell?
Basically, yeah.
And then Ashton Kutcher jumps out of the bushes, except he's also Satan, and he says, "You've been punked," and he points a camera at me, and I cry.
yeah. Yeah. That's it. The
And
end.
then fire erupts around me, and that is my life for all of eternity.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible. Well, if you went to hell, what do you think your personal torment would be?
Pineapples.
I have an idea. I think Will's personal torment would be he's just locked in a small automobile with me and Corgan for all of eternity. Will does not like riding in the cars with us, especially when I drive too fast.
And especially when we ask questions like this. Towards him. If it's towards each other, I'm sure he just tunes it out. He's been on his phone for the past 20 minutes. I told that story.
Yep, that's one of them.
Yeah. Well, okay, what would another one be? What's your least favorite
Yeah,
food?
Will,
Least favorite food.
What's your least favorite food?
Uh,
Don't be shy.
mayonnaise and banana sandwiches.
No, he likes those.
no.
He likes pineapple
Oh, yeah,
sandwiches.
he loves those.
Coleslaw?
Coleslaw?
Ugh.
Okay, your new favorite food is coleslaw. It's the only thing you can eat, except it tastes exactly like how you thought it did when you didn't like it. But everything else you
fuck
eat,
that, no.
everything else you eat tastes even worse.
It tastes like rotten coleslaw.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't want to think about that.
No.
How do you? Would that be a bad thing?
It would be, actually.
Because it was just assigned your new favorite food because it's the only thing that tastes like, not like your tongue's falling out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Corgan, what do you believe your personal hell would be like?
I don't know.
Mine, if it wasn't that whole scenario you just described, I think my personal hell, it would be something like I'm just trapped here in my house, but every time I try to leave, any door I open, there's just a hairless chimp there to stop me.
Hey.
What?
Just don't open the doors.
Yeah, but then, sometimes I gotta go, I got stuff to do.
Just cover your mouth.
Yeah, remember.
You're breathing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they can hear you breathing, but they can also smell me. I'm a very musky individual.
And smelly.
That's what I said,
asshole. If you were to make a personal hell for me, what did you think it would be? If you need me to answer some questions, I will. I'm open to suggestions.
You're open to suggestions?
Yes.
So, what's your least favorite music?
My least favorite music?
Yeah.
Well, what's your favorite kind of music? No, shut up.
I listen to hip hop.
I like hip hop. I'd say new school country.
Oh, that's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. If Corgan's personal hell, it would be like he's trapped in a coffin, but the coffin has Bluetooth speakers taped to it, and then all he hears for the rest of his life is she's looking good in her white tank top, her titties hanging out, and she's drinking a beer, and then that's all he can hear forever.
Could I make my own lyrics?
Yeah.
I could say words and then it'd be turned into that while I'm in the coffin.
Yeah, why don't you?
I'd have a lot of fucking fun if that was it.
Well, but it's sung back to you in by a country singer.
That'd be. I'd enjoy that.
Well, then no.
Can I make my own lyrics still?
Yeah, let's get a taste of that.
Okay, Will give me a beat. That was a good beat. Okay, so we're gonna go.
Stop that.
1, 2, 3 on a hillbilly
Don't make me a
bop.
beat.
Shut up. 1, 2, 3 on a hillbilly bop. Her titty looking sweet. They're in a white tank top.
That's just what I said.
The water's all white and the girl's all brown. I can see my tractor around. I like that.
Bravo.
That was pretty good. So I got a little story that I was discussing on the phone with Corgan yesterday from when I was in the 3rd grade. So
wait, how far are we right now?
Like a half hour. We're getting there. It's
Ad
27 minutes. Oh yeah, ad break. We never clapped.
Clap. Get a little toasty.
Get a little toasty. All right, we're back from the ad break.
Toasty.
We've clapped. We're ready. Okay. So as I was saying, there's a story from the 3rd grade. I'll come out and say it. I'll confess. I was a little bitch when I was a kid. All right, I was the snitch.
Little bitch.
I was a tattletale. I was just a
You goddamn 6'9".
yeah. I was a 6'9" motherfucker. So the teacher one day, like all the posters kept falling off the walls because she used like sticky tack, that blue shit, to stick everything to the wall. And she also like she came in front of the class. She said there was somebody was stealing stuff. A bunch of her pins had gone missing. All the sticky tack was going away, and she just wanted it to stop. And she wanted the person to come forward, but nobody did. So me being a little snitch, I put my detective hat on, and I got to work. I waited when we were supposed to be going to recess. Right, I had to go to the bathroom, so I went into the bathroom and I hid in there for a while. And then I went back to the classroom, and I caught this girl, red-handed. She was peeling the sticky tack off of the posters and eating it. she was eating the sticky tack, and I had caught her. I was like, "Hey, you're the one stealing everything." She's like, "No, I'm not." And for context, this is the only reason it matters. She was the only black girl that was in our class, and that was her immediate response was I was accusing her of stealing because she was black. But I had also just seen her eating the sticky tack that she stole.
Because she was black.
That's what she accused me of being racist. But I caught her. I caught her red-handed.
You thought.
I'm not a dirty cop. I'm a good detective. I called her out because I caught her doing it. So I told the teacher.
You were wearing your Batman shirt, and you're like, I'm the best detective.
Yeah, the world's greatest detective right here. So I went back to the teacher, and I told her, and then she, after we got back from recess, she told that girl she needed to go to the principal's office because she'd been stealing everything, and she threw, the biggest tantrum I'd ever seen. She was, yelling at the teacher. She said that the teacher was racist. And she was accusing her of stealing because she was black. And that opened a whole new, part of the world to me because, I wasn't racist. I'm not a racist person, and I didn't think about, that even being a thing.
You didn't really know what race was.
When I was a kid, it was okay, she's just a different, skin color from me. I didn't think about it in any other way. But then all of a sudden, I was being called racist, and I didn't know what that word meant. But yeah, so
I'm American.
She went back to the principal's office, and she had to go to the nurse, and she eventually came back. I guess sticky tack's not poisonous. Yeah, because then again, she moved that year, so maybe she did die, and I just don't know it. She died from sticky tack poisoning. God.
She died of organ failure.
All her organs were sticking together.
Interesting story, Justin.
Will, what have you been doing, man? We haven't seen you for 2 weeks.
You're asking that question.
I know. I need to pry. I'm gonna be nosy. I want to hear some of the juicy details.
Went to a Cubs game. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now Corgan's caught on. I want to hear about your other experience.
All right. Wow. I'm not gonna go to every detail, of course, since
we want in the car. You were going in through every detail in the car while I was
disturbingly detailed in the car earlier.
No.
Yes.
All right. Well, I was in Indy with my dad. We're at a Cubs game, of course.
That's Indianapolis.
I fucking know that.
I'm not talking to you, pal. I'm talking to the viewers.
They should know about that.
Continue.
Anyways, so after the Cubs game, we just went on bar hopping, going to bar, drink, of course. By the way, my dad's best friend was there, of course, so
hey,
he went
cut to the chase, pal. You know what we want to hear about.
Cut to the cheese.
So, yeah, we went to a bunch of bars. I don't know how many. I think it's 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was a strip club.
Oh,
I'm 21, by the way, so I can go in,
of
course.
Thank you for the clarification. No one could tell.
But, yeah, it was 9:30 in the afternoon. So, yeah, we went.
3:30 in the afternoon. God damn it.
9:30 afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the strip club. I think my dad's buddy bought me a lap dance, so I went with a stripper. I forgot what she-
Oh, I forgot.
It's a good thing it was a stripper.
This is how Will lost his virginity.
Yeah, Will's not a virgin anymore.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. But yeah, never got her name, of course, but
Sugar.
she was African American.
Why does it matter?
He's just telling the story.
Yeah.
He's looking at you like you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah, 'cause
Why would I care?
you're being rude right now, man.
How am I being rude?
You're being racist.
You didn't need
You
to
want me
acknowledge
to
that
say
she was.
juicy details, but I don't want to. You know?
Why don't you want to? Why don't you want to say the details?
Well,
Here, I can
worst case
give you the. I can give
my
you the.
family members could be watching.
I can
You
gi-
were with your dad.
I can give you the details. Will was going on that night train. He was riding all night long. Her titties felt so right. That ass was so bouncy. All right. He's grabbing them shit like he's trying to conduct a train. It was real good.
Will, is this accurate? Were you conducting the train?
Yeah, he was sitting in there, his 501s, that sweet ass you can eat. You know what was going on. That girl know what she was getting.
Will, is this
Will was the main attraction.
Does this description fit your approval?
Shit. Sure. What Corgan said, I guess.
So is that so? You got your lap dance,
Yep.
right? What what did that feel like? What was your
Skin.
give us a rating of the lap dance. How many out of 10? What would you give this?
Out of how
girl?
many lap dances, which one is this one?
Rate her dancing
My
skills.
This was your first one?
Yes.
So it's going to have to be high up on the list. God damn it.
Just give her a 1 out of 10 or a 1 through 10 score.
I say an 8.
Giving her
That's
8.
pretty
I would have
good.
give you a 9 if your name was Ebony or Mocha. If you come up with something original this time, and maybe I'll give you a higher rating.
Do you know her name? What was her name?
Nah, she never told me.
Uh,
Probably for the best.
Yeah, you're gonna next thing you know, you're gonna have like a contact made for him. Be like, hey, put your number in here, man.
give me your number. Did you get the stripper's number?
No.
No, it wasn't like GTA, dude. You didn't like take her home and then kill her.
No.
Oh, what the hell? I thought that's what strip clubs were for.
Not in your sick mind.
Not in
Jesus
Will's town.
Christ.
No, not in my town, motherfucker. So what'd you do after you? What? Jesus, I can't talk. What? I'm like
What
stuttering.
I did after I went after the strip club?
Yes.
You both.
What
of
are
you,
the
both of you
details?
guys said that exactly the same way.
What? I'm sober. I'm not on anything. What the hell's wrong with me?
You're drinking Monster Energy. This
Go on,
I
Monster.
fucks
think,
you
yeah, I
up.
think I'm like caffeinated beyond all belief.
Well, that's gonna be a problem for you. But anyways,
I'm on Burger King.
After that, we went to a really old bar called the Slippery Noodle.
Oh, whoa! Are you sure this wasn't another strip club?
Whoa, Will. Yeah, we went.
No.
We went to this other bar. It was called the Kraken's Armpit. We went down there. Old Billy Jack went down there. We went up. We met with him. We drank a couple beers. Guess what? Ebony followed me. She came up to me. She gave me her phone number. All right, sorry.
It's called a Slippery Noodle.
Slippery noodle.
Stop saying slippery noodle.
Well, that's the name of the bar. It's been around since the 1850s, which is pretty awesome.
That's like more than 20 years.
Man, they were getting
20
down
years.
and busting around back
There
then.
was this live show. It wasn't really a band. It's just a one-man guitar show.
Yeah.
It was it. I think I have a video of it actually.
Was he
He was
good?
covering "Voodoo Child" by Jimi Hendrix.
Of course he was.
That's the only reason why Will went there.
I told him to do it, and he did.
Oh man, Will is the only person.
Will walked up there. He said, "I just got a lap dance. Give me some voodoo child.
Give me
Come
some
on."
voodoo chow.
After that, it was around 1 a.m. We're all shit-faced, and we started getting White Castles, which was the worst
We are-
mistake.
We went to Waffle House. It was,
We-
Waffle House is a good place
when
to
you're
go when you're
dr-
drunk.
yeah, when you're drunk, it's everybody. It's a Waffle
Yes,
Home.
it is.
Whenever you get drunk, you go to either fucking Waffle House or White Castle. It's the only two people that'll accept you. Everything else is like your mom at 4th of July. Whenever you come home drunk, she's gonna kick you out, and she thinks there's fireworks or gunshots. You live in the suburbs.
I mean, out of all places, it had to be fucking White Castles. I hate White Castles.
What's your problem with White Castle, man?
It's
affordable.
I caused problems with my bowels one time.
The sliders slide right out.
Bowels.
What'd you get at your White Castle trip?
It's like remember the movie Harold Kumar Goes White Castles?
Yeah, I'm
We got,
familiar
like,
with it.
30 sliders.
Nice.
Well, we're really hoping you're going to tell us a number. You were going to be like, number 7.
Number 9.
I got a McCheese.
Remember that time we went to Arby's, and Will didn't want to go to Arby's, and
my God,
I asked Will why he didn't want to go to Arby's, and he responds with, "I don't like their roast beefs."
No. That's not what he said.
Roast
That's what.
beefs?
No, that's what
you said.
No, that's what
I
you
didn't
said.
say that.
That's what you said. You said, "Will, why don't you like to go to Arby's?" And he just looked at you, went, "Roast beef." And then you went, "They're roast beefs," and he's like, "Yeah."
Well, then we got to the drive-thru, and the lights were out in the menu, and Will goes, "I can't read that. Read it to me." And I go, "Well, I'm not gonna read you the menu."
Well, they must be closed.
Yeah, and they weren't closed because they were taking our orders, and I said, "Just pick something," and he ordered a number 2, and then he opened the bag, and what was it? A roast beef, and he was pissed. and I said, "Will, I got chicken. You can have my sandwich, and I'll take the roast beef." And he said, "No, I'll suffer." And he ate it anyway. And it was the worst day of his life.
Oh my!
So, yeah, thanks
I
a lot,
forgot
guys.
about that.
Will never step foot near an Arby's again.
Whoa! I'm wearing a shirt that says Arby's on it. He won't even get near me.
Will, are you frightened? Does he smell like roast beefs?
No.
No.
Oh man, I love it when you participate in the conversation. It's great.
Christ.
Can I tell? Okay.
Mhm.
So I got a story. So choose between 2 letters, J or T.
T.
T. Okay, good choice. That's the story I'm going to tell today.
Okay.
Okay, so back in middle school, yeah, it was either middle school or like early high school.
Right.
No, it was either middle school or late elementary.
Okay.
I used to hang out with this kid named Travis.
Travis Scott.
Travis.
I can't say his last name.
Okay.
Travis
Don't
Barker.
say that. Who?
Travis Barker.
I don't know who that is.
From Blink-182.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Travis Scott Burger.
That's Travis, not Travis Barker. It's Travis Barker.
That's what I said.
That is what he said.
Okay.
Travis
No.
Scott Burger.
No, it is not Baron von Triumph. It's it was this kid named Travis, and we used to go to the playground where we used to go live by. So we'd go there and we play this game. We call it zombie tag, where every one of us would act like a zombie. You know, like one of those like
I'm familiar with the game.
no, like a savage zombie. Like we were relentless.
Oh, like you'd eat each other?
Like we'd punch and kick each other.
Right.
Except this kid was about like a foot taller than me, and I was a little white kid that like, you know, climbed walls. But he was this big guy. Except he was homeschooled, so you know that tells you a lot about him. But he's this big guy, and he would come like, whenever he was a zombie, he'd be like, "I'm a savage zombie. I'm gonna go get you." And I remember one time I was like trying to run from him, and bam, like right in the face. I kicked him like right in the face. I was on the monkey bars, and I kicked him right in the face. And then he started freaking the fuck out. I'm like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And he's like, "You just kicked me in the face." I'm like, "Yeah, you're coming at me. We don't got no rules in zombie tag." And he's like, "Oh my god." He's like, "We can't do that." I'm like, "Well, too fucking bad. It was zombie tag, dude. You can't do that shit." So, you know, he's like, "Fine, fucking, we'll continue." So we go, and then I'm the zombie this time, and I like, he was trying to go down the slide, and I like grabbed him by his neck. I got him. He couldn't go down the sliders, or else he's gonna get killed. And so we were going through that shit, and you know, it was pretty cool.
You were a terrible child,
You want to hear one about the J one?
I guess.
Okay, so there's this kid named Jacob. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He was Dirtman's accomplice.
We knew a guy in high school. We called him Dirt Man.
He
was
dirt.
gross.
He had dirt in his neck. But anyway,
I
so
know.
he was gross. So this was in elementary school, maybe about like 4th or 3rd grade. Cool. And we were playing on the playground. You know, I was doing my own thing. I was making, you know, I was sitting there being hot and making sandcastles out of the mulch.
Being hot.
And I was sitting there, and he just walked up to me and pushed me.
Right.
And I turned around. I said, "Dude, what the frick? I was in 4th grade.
What the frick,
and
man?
he said, I got you. I'm like, no, motherfucker, I got you. So I ran up to him and I like straight up, I jumped on his back like a savage orangutan trying to fight back his banana. And I grabbed him. I wouldn't let go of that shit. And he stumbled over, and I rolled him over. I got on top of him. I'm just beating the shit out of him.
Right.
I said, "You ruined my new pants. I just got this shit last week." I was pissed. I just got these new clothes.
My mommy just bought these pants.
Yeah, and so I was beating the shit out of him, and then the teacher comes up and yanks me off of him like by my shirt, like you do to a cat, you know?
Yeah.
He like picked me up like that,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Corgan, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm beating the shit out of him. He just ruined my pants." And they're like, "Oh, are you okay?" And he's like, "Ah," and then like, and they put me on the brick wall because that's where the bad kids go.
Yeah.
And at this point, I was in the point of no return. I was a bad boy. This is what makes me what I am today. And so
a bad boy.
yeah. And so I get sent to the principal's office, and they're like, "What were you thinking?" I'm like, "Pants." And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "He ruined my new pants." And they're like, "Oh shit, you good, man?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good, but you better suspend this kid. He just walked over and pushed me over. I didn't get in trouble. My mom was pissed, but my mom was also pissed that I ruined my pants."
Is that the end of the story?
No repercussions.
That was quite an abrupt end.
I thought my story was weird.
Your story was, yeah, it was pretty good.
Did you just snort a line of coke or something?
No, I just had to get that out of my chest.
Oh. So I don't know what made me think of this, but thought of a story from the 4th of July. So I got these two.
That made me thirsty.
My family was having like a get-together thing on the 4th of July, right? And I have these two little cousins named Poole and Jensen, and they are hilarious.
Weird.
No, they're funny.
They're fucking
and
awesome.
adorable.
They're insane.
I like them.
Poole's about 9 to 10. Jensen is 7, I think. They arrived, and Poole and Jensen come walking around the house to the backyard where we were, and Poole runs up to me. The first thing he says, he's like, "I'm the grumpy detective, and Jensen is the nervous house guest." And I was so caught off guard, I didn't know what that meant. I was like, "Okay, what are we like doing? Are we doing a play or something?" And he goes, "It's called theater." And then I was like, "Okay." And then Jensen comes running around. He's like, "I'm the nervous house guest." And I said, "What does that mean?" He's like, "It means I'm nervous." I was like, "Okay." So then they're dragging me around the yard while Poole is pretending he has like a magnifying glass and he's like staring at everything. And Jensen kept like running around corners doing like the tiptoe Scooby-Doo sneak around thing. And then every time Poole saw him, he'd be like, "There's the nervous house guest. Get him." And then we'd have to chase him. Mm-hmm. And that was the game we played. The detective and the nervous house guest.
Did you ever catch him?
No, he was very slippery.
Prior to the game, he lubed himself up with baby soap, and this man was cheating. He was pretending to be like the sweaty nervous house guest,
Yeah.
or was he like the dry nervous house guest?
He was definitely sweaty because every time I grabbed him, he'd wiggle away.
Even like the banana sound you hear in cartoons, it was like pew,
Pew! Yeah.
like
He was very gross.
Did he say like catchy phrases like you try to catch him? He's like, "Time to make a banana and split," and he's like,
No, he wouldn't say any catchphrases. Every time I grabbed him, he'd just yell like, "I'm the nervous house guest," and he'd run away.
and you're like, "Oh, okay, you're the nervous house guest."
And then if you got too close to him, he'd be like, "Ooh!" He'd freak out because he was so nervous.
That reminds me of the kid we used to go to high school with.
Who?
Aaron.
Oh.
Oh, I loved that kid.
Tell him about Aaron.
Aaron, he was not my friend.
Yeah,
I wanted
a kid like Aaron doesn't want to be friends with
a
a kid
kid
like you.
I wanted to be friends with Aaron so bad because he was such a nice guy. Everybody loved Aaron. Think of an old lady you'd see at church. Now imagine that as a 17-year-old boy wearing khakis.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so
Cargo khakis.
He had utility, but he like super nice guy. Everybody loved him. Nobody made fun of him.
I've never met a dude nicer than this kid.
But I mean, like, prior to meeting him 3 days ago, I punched a kid in the face and I got a whole bunch of shit for it. And then so I met Aaron and I'm like, hey, you're Justin's friend, right? And he's like, yeah, yeah, I'm Aaron. I'm like, hey, Aaron, what's up? My name's Corrigan. He's like, oh, what's on your hand? I'm like, oh, it's just a scab from like punching the kid in the face.
The kid had braces and it cut Corgan's hand.
And he's like, oh, okay, so, well, it was nice meeting you, dude, but I'll see you later. I'm like, okay, all right. And then it's fast forward to lunchtime. I see Justin, and I'm talking to him. Justin wasn't a big fan of me.
No, I hated you
But
when I first met you.
But like I was like, hey, what's up with the Aaron kid? You seem like really nervous, and you just went, oh yeah, he doesn't like you.
No, he didn't.
I'm like, why? And he's like, have you ever like seen anything that you do, Corgan? I'm like, I guess. And you're like, yeah, well, like, he doesn't like you. And anyway, matter of fact, I don't like you either. I'm like, okay. And then
I don't think I said that.
It kind of went something like that. It was implied.
Justin.
I can tell by your
I'm kind of an asshole.
I can tell by your breathing patterns. You were an asshole. You weren't an asshole like whenever I met you. That was freshman year. That was your junior year.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're still baby, and that's whenever senior year came around. That's whenever you gave up on like trying to be nice. But
well, to be fair, you were kind of bullying me. That's why I didn't like you.
I remember one time you told me that you're gonna punch me in the face, and that's when we became friends.
Yeah.
I was like, this is my guy.
Because you backed off, and I just had to assert my dominance.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you listen,
Corgan's a sub. That's what he's into.
I'm gonna switch. If you go back 2 episodes and you hear the fat guy fist story that I opened up with, that's kind of what happened with Justin. I was like, hey Chubby, what's up? And then you put your fist up. I'm like, damn, I was talking about your wiener. And then Chubby, what's up? And you're like, that's right.
So, Will, this story is very near and dear to you.
Oh, it's Will's role model.
Yeah, kind of. So Bill Cosby has been let out of jail.
All right. For the record, this is supposed to be the main topic of this podcast, but we got really sidetracked.
Well, but I mean, we're here. We've reached it.
This is your main story.
So, just to obviously anybody listening to this probably knows what Bill Cosby did. He was accused and convicted for drugging and molesting many women throughout the years. Terrible, horrible thing. It really kind of broke my heart when I heard about it because I had a lot of respect for Bill Cosby, and it turns out he's a horrible monster.
Everybody fucking knew that he did that. It was just whenever he finally got into trial and it finally went through.
Yeah, it was one of those things that everybody involved with him knew, but nobody talked about it, and that's kind of sick too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the same thing with Jared Falco. We thought he was nice, but look how he turned out.
Yep.
Hey,
at least he's still in prison. This is worse.
Exactly.
Hey, most comedians end up touching little kids or women. It's okay. It's the thing that we expect nowadays.
I don't expect
one
that.
or two. One or two. It's not. I mean, like it's the only reason why you're funny,
bro. I do not condone the things Corgan says. We are separate entities.
We were watching a fucking show the other day, and you're like, "Don't make fun of that comedian. He's the only one that's not a rapist."
Yeah, who was that?
I don't remember. It was like some shit. But anyway.
Oh, it was we were watching the Meat Canyon Willy Wonka.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I said Gene Wilder was the only comedian that didn't turn out to be a horrible person. Anyway, so yeah, Bill Cosby has been let out of jail. Will, what's your opinion?
Will, do you think he should be locked up and have a stale hot dog bun thrown at him again?
I forgot about that.
A stale hot dog bun?
Yeah, somebody threw a hot dog bun at him.
How about one or two? Like just to make up, like since he's in there for the second time, would they dual hand it? They throw two at him this time.
Do you believe he should be pelted with hot dog buns?
He shall be stoned. He shall be sconed.
Very hard hot dog buns.
Well, that depends how many years is he gonna get.
He's out now.
Yeah, he probably got about 5 more years in him.
Maybe.
If he's lucky.
Well, see, I think he got convicted for like 80 years or something.
Yeah.
And see, that was the one thing that was comforting. It was like, okay, he's
80 now, 80 years later.
Yeah, he was kind of a hero to me. And then, he completely, misused everybody's trust and broke me. and the one thing that was comforting was, okay, this monster is going to die in prison, but now he's out because of some stupid technicality.
Yeah.
The way I see it, someone must have paid off the judges, or
he has a lot of money and has good lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
That's that too.
And then, the thing that really pisses me off, they're marching him out of the prison, and there's all these people like happy for him to be there. He's got a whole crowd of people cheering for him.
He was sitting there smiling too.
Yeah.
You ever seen that episode of like the excuse you of the Cosby show where he's like sitting there after they all had a barbecue sauce and he's talking to I think it's his daughter or his wife. I don't remember. I never watched the show.
Was it that daughter that just appeared out of nowhere that was never on the show?
I don't remember. What, did I just make that up?
No, there was when all the kids got too old, this other girl just appeared. That she was supposed to be in the family this whole time, but nobody knows where she came from. And they never talk about it.
I think then it was probably the like wife or aunt, or I don't know. But he was like, "You go try my barbecue sauce." They eat my barbecue sauce, and they all start acting funny. And she's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, they eat that barbecue sauce. I keep some of it next to my nightstand, high up on a thing, so you can't see it." And she's like, "All right,
it takes a whole
Bill.
new meaning.
All right, Bill." And he's like, "Yeah,
okay, that's weird.
That stuff it's good. You should try it." Like at that point, everybody was like, "He's just being creepy," but now they're like, "Ooh, he's just bringing his real life into the show."
I remember South Park did a Christmas special and it involves with Bill Cosby and
every
Taylor
show did
Swift.
it. Every show did a thing with Bill Cosby.
Yep. There was one scene where Bill Cosby and Taylor Swift, they were arguing. It's like, I forgot it's like, have a drink, Taylor. She's like, no. It's like, have a drink.
I remember that episode. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if Bill Cosby was here right now, what would you say to him?
I wouldn't say anything. I would just grab that bass guitar over there and bash it on his head.
Don't use the bass guitar. That's my favorite
Use
one.
the
Use
guitar
something
guitar.
else. Yeah. If you're gonna kill somebody with one of my instruments, use the one I don't want.
Which one?
The guitar. I don't play guitar.
Wow. Why'd you buy it then?
Because I wanted to learn, but my fingers are too fat for the frets.
Oh.
So I play bass.
What would you do if Bill Cosby was here right now?
I'd tell him, Bill, man, what's the problem? And
he'd be like, I'm not in prison. It's all right.
I would say, William Cosby.
William, you share the same name as him, Will.
Oh shit.
Yeah, at least you're Will and he's Bill.
Oh yeah, we didn't realize it until I said it the other day. I said Will. I thought I was talking about Will.
I'd say William Cosbert. What? Why would you do this? You've broken my heart, William. What? Why? You were supposed to die in prison and now you're not there. William, you broken my heart. You were like a son to me. You come to my daughter's wedding and you drug her. What is wrong with you?
You gave her the barbecue.
Bagaboopy.
So what I do?
Where's the gabagoo? Huh?
Yeah, I don't. I don't know.
That was a terrible accent.
It's a beautiful accent. If Bill Cosby was right here with me, I would probably give him a handshake, and I'd tell him. No. Hear me out.
From one brother to another.
No. Hear me out. Hear me out. I'd give him a handshake, and I'd thank him for all the years of like giving entertainment. But at the same time, I would tell him my like honest opinion, like, dude, it's fucked up. Like, I don't like you anymore. But like at the same time, you like moved a lot of people at the same time. Yeah. But right now, how you ended up, shitty. I'd probably go along something like that. But like I would want to like give a sincere thank you for his show.
I kind of see where you're coming from, but I wouldn't shake his hand. I don't want to be anywhere near that man. Just the fact that all that time when, on this one hand he was, making everybody laugh and providing all that entertainment, but at the same time he was a horrible rapist monster. That it ruins everything for me because I can't watch like a stand-up special of his and then think, oh, he probably raped a woman that night.
And then I'll probably be like, hey, yo, man, you know what's up? He's like, what's up? And I'll be like, bam, right in the face.
right in the kisser.
Right in the kiss.
Knock him
and then
out.
he'd probably die.
Yeah, he's very old.
Yep.
And I'd shake your hand. I'd say, good job.
And then I would get a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yes. The whole world would applaud the murderer of Bill Cosby.
Man of the year.
Man of the year.
Well, we had a good day today, boys.
Yeah, we did.
We discussed.
We got plenty of more good things coming too.
We talked about dumb questions, strippers, and Bill Cosby.
Yes.
Just three things I need for a good party.
We discussed many people, celebrities watching me sleep.
What?
The president.
President. Two presidents.
Corgan's insane childhood stories.
Yeah.
Those were entertaining.
I'll try to conjure up some more in my brain, and then
Oh
I'll
boy.
tell him next time.
Some stuff we've got coming out. Hopefully, a day or two after this comes out, you'll see a new video from me.
Or maybe like a video or two.
Maybe a couple. I don't know. I kind of procrastinate.
We're just trying our best. Give us a chance.
Yes, but the one I do know will be coming out soon. We got a Dr. Squatch parody.
Yeah.
That's going to be quite entertaining, if I do say so myself.
We got the rodent one where I'm a rodent too.
All right.
I like that.
Yes. We've got like 3 videos that are going to be coming out soon then. Yeah, so I'm Justin Poole. You can follow me on Instagram, Chunky McNuggens. Will, what's your name?
I'm Will Roden, and you can follow me on Instagram of will.roden.
Hey, what's up? I'm Fresh Prince CDC Corgan Conniff.
Yes.
Follow me on Instagram at who.is.corgan.
That is his legal name. And to you,
Yes,
all
it is.
I say,
I bid you adieu. Oh, woo, woo, woo.
oh, woo, woo, woo.
Woo woo woo.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Peace.